Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's podcast. This is a space where we listen and reflect on life's big questions, from the meaning of success and happiness to deeper human values. In this episode, we'll talk about a very familiar topic: do people really need a lot of material possessions to live a successful life? And how can we cultivate a mindset of knowing enough amid the hustle and bustle? Let's begin the conversation. I've been wondering, do people all need a lot of material possessions to live a successful life?
That's a great question. Actually, whether people need a lot of material possessions to be considered successful depends on how each person defines success. From the perspective of modern society, material things, money, asset status are often the most visible measures. They provide security, comfort, and opportunities for education, work, and enjoyment. For that reason, many people equate success with wealth. But from a deeper, more existential perspective, material possessions are only part of the picture. Success also includes living in accordance with one's values. Having meaningful relationships, enjoying good health, experiencing freedom and inner peace, and leaving something positive behind for others. In reality, some people who are materially wealthy still feel empty and lonely. Conversely, others live simply, yet are happy because they feel fulfilled inwardly. In other words, material things are necessary for living. They aren't the sole determinants of a successful life. They're like the foundation. A happy home still needs love, meaning, and personal growth.
That makes a lot of sense. But I'm still curious. Could you analyze the ideas of enough and ambition or greed in terms of material life?
I'd be happy to. Enough doesn't mean having a lot. It means having what truly fits your real needs. When someone knows what's enough, they tend to feel peaceful, compare themselves less, and fear loss less. Ambition isn't entirely wrong. The desire to move forward is a driving force for growth. However, ambition becomes a problem when there's no limit, when you keep running after material gains and forget your health, relationships, and life's meaning. A wise person is someone who channels ambition toward progress, but doesn't pursue it to excess. To put it briefly, enough brings peace. Ambition brings progress. Being overly content can lead to complacency. Being overly ambitious can lead to suffering.
That's great. Could you suggest some practical daily exercises to cultivate the mindset of knowing enough?
Of course. Here are a few simple but effective practices. Practice daily gratitude. Each night, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Even small ones: a good meal, a friend's check-in, stable health. Focusing on what you already have reduces the urge to chase what you don't. Set limits on material desires. Before buying something, ask yourself, do I really need this, or am I buying it because I'm comparing myself to others? Try adopting a minimalist approach. Fewer things, but higher quality and more meaning. Invest in non-material values. Instead of only pursuing more income, spend time on health, exercise, healthy eating, relationships, family, friends, meaningful conversations, and intellectual growth, reading, learning new skills. These are not purchasable by money alone, but sustain long-term happiness. Compare yourself to your past self, not to others. Comparing to those richer than you creates a sense of lack. Measuring progress against who you were yesterday shows steady growth. Learn to let go. Sometimes saying no to a job, an extra income opportunity, or a shopping impulse is the way to preserve your peace of mind and time. When you cultivate the habit of knowing enough, you'll find that joy doesn't come from how much you have, but from feeling that what you have is enough.
Thank you for listening all the way through today's conversation. I hope this discussion has given you fresh perspectives on success, material possessions, and, most importantly, the attitude of knowing enough in your heart. Sometimes happiness isn't found in what we lack, but in appreciating what we already have. If you found this episode meaningful, please share it with friends and family so we can spread positive energy together. See you in the next episode.